Kamala doesn't own who she is. Right? She doesn't own her father. She doesn't even own her Jamaican ancestry. She doesn't even own, like, no. She just kind of paint herself as, like, announces on MLK's birthday and paints herself as something that she's not. And we have a right to be suspicious, especially given what we've gone through. We have every right. I have every right to say that I don't want Kamala. I think sometimes we get into, well, you know, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. I don't know, Yvette, let's give her a chance. We've done that long enough. We have a right to decide what our politics will look like. Nobody else has that right. We have a right to decide who we want in charge of our politics. You don't get the right to be like, well, no, you don't. Kamala's good enough, and so is Jim Crow Joe. No, that's why it's Democratic down ballot. No, you're not going to scare me with nobody. Every year, yes, Trump is horrible. We all know. And if you want me to vote differently, you got to give me my agenda. Especially my reparations agenda. Don't ask me what I can do for you. Ask me what you can do for me. And it's a debt. It's old. And there's a lot that goes with that debt. And we can talk about it and hash it all out. But you don't get to just tell me I got to do this because I don't work for you. I'm not your employee. We ain't even got jobs right now as a community. When we were becoming homeless and getting kicked out on the street, did you care? No. So you got to tell me I have to elect someone with a Brahmin mother in that kind of context, Jamaican father who seemingly has no relationship, and I can't be suspicious about any of that and decide like, no, that's not what I want. That's not good for me. I have to kind of look to the white gays and the people of color gays. Will they be upset with me? Will they be upset with me if I choose differently? What will they say? We have to be in this together, Yvette. No, you're telling me that she was most influenced by her Brahmin grandfather and that she's progressive because they let them go work and didn't have a problem with women going work and you know, no, I'm not comfortable. And that's enough. Like, we got to understand we don't have enough power to say that's enough. I don't owe you nothing else. I said that's enough. I said I'm not comfortable. It's not who I want. And let me just say this too before I go to break. We told these people we didn't want Kamala in the primaries. We torpedoed her whole stuff. I just want to let everybody know, and let's put that out there again. We torpedoed Kamala's whole stuff, and we said you can keep her and throw the whole candidacy all the way in the trash. We did that. And we took all the daggers for that. You don't get to pick her up, dust her out, and then hand her back to me. I told you where to put her. And I told you where to put Jim Crow Joe too. So you had everybody drop out before South Carolina so Jim Crow Joe could win. And then you're going to just pull Kamala out and dust her off and say, come on, y'all vote for this. No. And we have every right to say no. We don't owe nobody nothing. Everybody owes us. People who just came here. I don't care whether you Brahmin or Dalit or Korean. I don't care. Everybody owes us. I owe you nothing. We owe you nothing. And we told you no. We told you this wasn't going to work. We told you that this was a no-go. We told you we didn't want none of these people. And you gave them to us anyway. Well, this is how this ends. It ends with us voting Democratic down ballot. This is the end for you. We're not doing what you say do anymore. We're not contextualizing this in a way that makes you comfortable. People talk about a slave mentality. That's the leftover, the residual. This idea that somehow I have to fit in to what you want me to do. That's not freedom. I need my own intellectual freedom and my own political imagination to decide what I want and what is best for my people. I owe you nothing. Put that on a shirt. I don't owe you a thing. I don't even have to talk to you. Especially considering you haven't done right by me anyway. Name anybody who's done right by ADOS. Nobody. So I get to decide with my family, with my tribe, how we want to do. Outside of you and your white gays, your people of color gays, I don't need no kind of gays from you either. Don't look at me. We over here handling business, and we will tell you what we want to do. And we told you what we wanted. We told you Joe was walking around like Mr. Magoo, shuffling and duffling with his old and deluded self. And Kamala was out here, and she was a stale politician, and she's just full of careerists and ambition. And ain't no good thing about having no ambition if your ambition is for nothing. You have to have ambition that's tied to a people. You have to have an ambition that's tied to something. You're just a careerist for the sake of being a careerist, and so was Obama. You're empty vessels. You are full of nothing. You have no values. You're connected to nothing. That's who you are. And I will tell you that to your face. You have nothing that you hold dear in your life. And we need people who are a part of a tribe. And I criticize Boule here all the time. Whether it be the CBC or the Negro Whisperers, I criticize them too. But today is your day, sweetheart. And I'm telling all of y'all, I'm telling you, you're just a careerist for the sake of careerism. You don't believe in anything. You're not anchored in anything. And you're certainly not anchored in our story. What that means is that I can't have you telling my story. I can't have you cloaking yourself in my story. Ambition for the sake of ambition is a fool's errand. Just always remember that. You have to be ambitious, do stuff for your people. Ambition for the sake of ambition is a fool's errand. Don't ever forget that.